And today, and in this segment, I want to share with you a very simple exercise that can help you to begin to identify and communicate your feelings. Now, I've used this exercise with really tens of thousands of people in conferences and with my clients for the last 35 years. This exercise, like any other, only works if you do it regularly. Okay, you don't get a six-pack by not doing push-ups or ab exercises, and you won't get emotionally fit without having an exercise. Now, I honestly developed this exercise for myself while I was getting a master's degree in counseling. My professors, although they were great godly people, would talk about feelings and the importance of feelings, but they never actually gave me any tools to learn how to identify or communicate those feelings. Now, we're created in the image of God, and God actually has feelings as well. You can see this in His Word through the Scriptures. We can also see Jesus manifesting different feelings through His life and even in His post-resurrection conversations in the book of Revelations. It's human to have feelings and divine if we can manage them well. Now, I'm going to share this feelings exercise with you, but I know most of us have such an emotionally limited vocabulary. Now, if you go to our webpage and email me for a free feelings list, I will send you about 200 feelings to help you start your journey. Now, this is just the start of your journey towards emotional fitness. For the rest, of course, order the book, start your groups, do those things. That'll really accelerate your emotional fitness. Now, I want to get into the exercise because we have a short amount of time. This feelings exercise is simple. Simply place your finger on a feeling word on the sheet that we send you. And whatever it is, whether it's calm, fun, elated, tired, exasperated, overwhelmed, whatever it is, okay? So let's say I picked the word calm. Then there are two sentences that you would write down for calm, and you would literally write these down. I feel calm when, and you would use a current example. Something like I feel calm when I am at my house, I'm laying in the hammock, and all I can hear is birds. Bright blue sky, Colorado cool air. Whew. I go right there, okay? Now, I first remember feeling calm. Actually, me and my sister were on a farm for some reason, and there was like this hill, and we were just looking up at the sky, and we were making kind of trying to figure out cloud shapes and stuff like that, but it just felt very calm, resting on that hill with the cool grass and just being calm. So you want to do the first ones in the present tense, sometime in the last few years. The second one, however, is going to be under the age of 18. So you take that word calm and you put it in these two sentences, okay? And try to make them pictures. Not general things like, well, when I go for a walk. No, when you went for a walk with your dad. Try to make them photographs from your actual life because that will make them stick. And we're trying to do the first time and the present so that we can actually create a database of feelings. So the second one's under the age of 18. Now, so when you do the feeling calm thing, that's great, and you can try that at home. But then you would go to other feelings, and you would talk that. And it's super important that you do this feelings like this, use the list for at least 90 days. What we're trying to do in doing the two feelings exercise is create these memory places inside of you so that you know what you're feeling, so that when you're having a conversation or you're in a situation, you can ask yourself, what am I feeling? And your little emotional computer, because you've done this work, can, oh, you feel relaxed. Oh, you feel tense. Oh, you feel anticipation. Oh, you feel insecure. And you can start identifying your internal emotions, which would be fantastic for you and your friends. Now, if you can do this discipline for 90 days, you'll become incredibly more emotionally literate than you are right now. I can guarantee you that. I've seen thousands of people do this exercise. Now, it'll take more than this to become emotionally fit. And a lot of those topics are in the book, and I strongly recommend you start a group or do it for yourself or do it as a couple. You'll have a stronger marriage. Now, how emotionally literate you want to be, that's up to you. Now, if you're married, or let's suppose you're seriously dating, I don't know what your Facebook status is when you're seriously dating, it changes all the time. But if you have that little symbol on your Facebook and says, we're serious, you might want to do the feelings exercise with this other person, and you can become emotionally skilled as well. Now, if you do that with your spouse or the one you're in love with, I want to add some rules to the exercise. Because when you do it by yourself, anything is fine. But when you're doing it inside a marriage or a love relationship, you want to have some safety around it so it doesn't become a bashing session. So number one, when you do it with that other person, no examples about the other person at all, even the positive ones. Every example has to be outside that relationship. You would never say, I feel frustrated when you. You can feel frustrated about anything or anyone outside of your marriage or your relationship if you're going to do this exercise together. Number two, maintain eye contact. I'm surprised how many couples don't look each other in the eyes. When you're doing your feelings, look into the eyes of the other person. It's so important. And number three, no feedback with each other. Do not say, I don't understand, tell me more, dig deeper, none of that. Just hear the other person's heart. Now, if you're not married, you can do it by yourself, but I would encourage you to read them out loud or do it with a friend, and even better, do it with a group. Wouldn't it be fun to sit around and say, okay, what's the feeling you had this week? And just hear people talk about their feelings. You'll be amazed at how godly people have all the feelings you do. Being emotionally fit does not have to be a mystery to you anymore, any more than financially fit or spiritual fit. Now, I want you to really consider taking a journey. Because anytime when I go into like a physical fitness regimen, whether it's a bodybuilding regimen or a cardio regimen or whatever I'm doing, I have to take it as a journey. Now, my spiritual disciplines have been a lifelong journey of reading the Word, praying, worshiping Jesus. So I expect my emotional fitness to be a journey. So what I'm going to encourage you is get the emotional fitness and decide on a journey of life where you get to be incredibly emotionally mature and able to identify, share, and switch your feelings whenever you want to so you can walk in the Spirit of God.